Did you hate coming here? Can you answer in like complete sentences?
Okay. No, I didn't hate coming here. This is the school that I went to when I was a teenager, and so I felt like it was a privilege to be asked to work for 6 weeks in the same job. So I liked it. It was a challenge.
How was the environment while you were here?
It was, kids keep it real, and so how you guys act for other teachers is pretty much how they acted for me. So I liked it.
Will you come back?
All the time. Yeah, I always come back all the time. As much as I can come back to Montbell, that's as much as I will try.
Did you like Mr. Clark's students?
Most of them, yeah. I didn't like some of their behaviors, but most of the kids were really well behaved and really interested in what they were doing on their projects. So they were pretty self-motivated when it come to starting their projects, and they just needed a little bit of help along the way. So that's what I'm here for.
Can you compare and contrast the middle school students versus the high school students?
Middle school students, and this is not just at NCAS, but all schools, middle school students have a hard time with self-control because their hormones are all wacky, and so they're still learning how to behave themselves and still control, more focusing on self-control. And so it's the same at this school as it is at other middle schools, is that you have to kind of guide them and learn, guide them a little bit more, because even though their bodies are big, their minds are still not all the way developed yet, so they have a hard time. And the high school students are more relaxed, and they more got things, they kind of know what the system is and how to behave already, because if they've already been at the school, the more they've been in school, the longer they can deal with their hormones and relationships and each other, and manage to balance school and relationships.
What I think about the substitute was, at some point she could be nice, but at some point, most of the time, she was just straight up. She acted like she was mad, and she kicked a couple of kids out of class for no reason. What I liked about the substitute was, she was screaming at most of everybody, and yeah. It went kind of good, and then at some points it went bad, but some people didn't do the work, some people did. I think it was good. Yeah, I helped out a couple of students with the technology, like if they didn't know what to do, I would help them out with the computers and stuff, and like, yeah.
My name is Mogosha Clark, and I teach language arts and geography in 6th grade.
How did you feel about Mr. Clark being at home while you worked?
It was great. It was a great opportunity for him to bond with the kids. It was very helpful to have him at home, especially after I returned from work. Then we could just start our day because he was already there.
Was it hard taking care of 2 kids after just having one?
Yes, it was very challenging. Giving birth is a big burden on your body, so your body still recovers for a couple of weeks. And having another child, 2.5-year-old, that is very active, and you want to keep him active and happy, so it kind of takes a lot of energy on your part.
Do you enjoy your job?
Yes, I love my job. So it was really hard to be away for such a long period of time from the students and from my coworkers. So although I enjoyed being with my kids, I also enjoyed coming back.
So, how did you feel about the class's behavior while Mr. Clark was gone?
Well, I felt that we could have did a little bit better,
But so far, some kids did good and some kids were like a little bit off sometimes.
How did you feel about Mr. Clark being gone?
It was like good for him, but like at the same time it wasn't. But the reason why it was good for him because he got to spend time with his family and be a good father in their lives.
And how did you feel about the environment with the substitute?
The environment was a little bit bad because some people would just walk into class that didn't even come, like that was not in our class. So I feel like the environment was a little bit like wrong.
Do you have
And now
anything
we
to
have
say,
to restart
kid?
because she just jumped in. What? Hey, come do environment while Mr. Clark was gone.
I thought it was cool. She was, or not, or he was, I mean, I think it's good that he got to spend time with his kids, stuff like that.
Did you like the substitute? If not, why?
Yeah, I liked her because, you know, she was like strict, but at the same time she was cool and nice.
How do you feel now that Mr. Clark's back?
Cool. It's a little, yeah, disappointing. Now I have to do my work and stuff like that, but yeah.
How did you feel like it was a productive time with Mr. Clark being gone?
Kinda. I got some work done. Most people didn't. But,
Okay, let's get an interview.
good job. Bitch, what you wipe on my face?